to BBC iPlayer for full episodes of Playtime Towers. Right now. Oh, hi, hello, hey, Playtimers. It's me, Tinsy. Let's find out what's hiding in my wondiferous web today. Come on, wiggle your arms like a spider. What can you see? Share it with me. Oh, look at his see. Some splendidly socks, look. Oh, no. Oh, this sock feels all squelching and welching. Bella's been washing them, of course. Well, I know a spider rhyme all about socks that could help them dry. Oh, Playtimers! Ready, everybody?
Yeah!
Join in with me. 8 small socks hanging on the line. 8 small socks hanging on the line. Can you help me blow to make them dry? Come on, everyone. We're going to blow like the wind on these socks. 1, 2, 3. That's a lot of puff. Keep blowing, everyone. Oh, is it dry?
Yeah!
Splendidly. Now there's 7 small socks hanging on the line. Ready?
Yeah!
7 small socks hanging on the line. 7 small socks hanging on the line. Can you help me blow to make them dry? Ready to blow again?
Yeah!
We're going to blow even stronger. 1, 2, 3. That's it, keep blowing. Is it dry?
Yeah!
Wondiferous. Now there's 6 small socks hanging on the line. Squelching and welching. Ready? 6 small socks hanging on the line. 6 small socks hanging on the line. Can you help me blow to make them dry? That's it. Keep blowing. Is it dry, Playtimers?
Yeah!
Oh, well done. Now there's 5 small socks hanging on the line. Why don't we blow stronger than ever, as if we can dry all the other socks at once? Can we do it?
Yeah!
You too. Get ready to blow stronger than you've ever blown before. 5 small socks hanging on the line. 5 small socks hanging on the line. Can you help me blow to make them dry? Ready? 1, 2, 3, blow! 4 socks. 3 socks. 2 socks. 1 sock. Keep blowing, Playtimers. Nearly there. Yay! Look at his seat. Now there's no more socks hanging on the line. I'm all out of puff. Oh, hi, hello, hey, Playtimers. It's me, Tinsy. Let's find out what's hiding in my wondiferous web today. Come on, wiggle your arms like a spider. What can you see? Share it with me. Oh, it's a tinsy teeny towel and dearly. I do love a good bath, soaking my spider legs after a hard day's sing-songing. And I know a spider rhyme all about a towel and a bath. Shall we sing it together? Oh, Playtimers! Put the shower cap on. I'm ready. Are you ready, Playtimers?
Yeah!
Get ready to join in and sing Rub-a-dub-dub. Oh, I climbed out of the tub and thought it would be neat to grab my favourite towel and quickly dry my feet. Come on, Playtimers, let's dry our feet. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Well done, Playtimers. I wonder what we're going to dry next with our tremendous towels. Oh, I climbed out of the tub and counted 1, 2, 3. I grabbed my favourite towel to quickly dry my knees. Get ready to sing Rub-a-dub, Playtimers. This will be ever so much fun. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. What shall we dry next? Oh, I climbed out of the tub and gave a great big cheer. I grabbed my favourite towel to quickly dry my ear. You know what to do. You know what to do too. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Woohoo! Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. What'll we dry this time, Playtimers? Oh, I climbed out of the tub, then reached up in the air. I grabbed my favourite towel to quickly dry my hair. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub-dub-dub. We dried our feet, knees, ears and hair. Surely we're dry enough now, Playtimers. OK, one more time, just to be sure. Extra towel drying coming up. Oh, I climbed out of the tub. Shh, quiet now, come closer. I grabbed my favourite towel and dried myself all over. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dubba-dubby-dub. Rub-a-dee-dub-a-dub, rub-a-dub-dub. Rub-a-dee-dub, rub-rub-a-dub-dub. Rub-a-dee-dub-a-rub-rub. Rub-a-dee-dub, rub-a-dee-dub, rub-a-rub-rub. Rub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-dub. Woo, rub-a-dee-dub, rub-rub-rub, rub-a-dee-dub. When I was wet, I was wet. And when I was dry, I was dry. And when I was dry, I took my towel and threw it in the sky. Yeah. That was a lively bath time. Love them rubber-dubs. So much rubber-dub-dubbing. Oh, hi, hello, hey, Playtimers. It's me, Tinsy. Let's find out what's hiding in my wondiferous web today. Come on, wiggle your arms like a spider. What can you see? Share it with me. Oh, some cuddly animals. Oh, hang on a minute. How many legs does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-legged dog? Did you ever hear the like? No? I know that's not a leg. That's a terrific tail. Oh, I wish I had a tail. Well, like all these taily-waily animals. Oh well, I might not have a tail, but I do know a special spider rhyme all about taily-waily animals. Shall we sing it? Oh, Playtimers! Ready, Playtimers?
Yeah!
Oh, but you can borrow my doggy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's all right then, huh? Join in. Wag your tails with us. Doggy has a waggy tail, doggy has a waggy tail. Doggy has a waggy tail that wags like this. Waggy, 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 wag, waggy, 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 wag. Waggy, 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 wag, it wags like this. Oh, wonderful wagon playtimers. Who's next with their terrifical tale? Is it me?
No, Tinsy.
Oh, that's right. I don't have a tail. Oh, well, how about you, Squirrel? Squirrel has a shaky tail, Squirrel has a shaky tail, Squirrel has a shaky tail that shakes like this. Shaky, 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 shake, shaky, 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 shake, shaky, 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 shake, it shakes like this. Is it me next?
No, Tinsy, you don't have a tail.
I keep forgetting. I don't have a tail. You do though, Horsey. Horsey has a swishy tail. Horsey has a swishy tail. Horsey has a swishy tail that swishes like this. Swishy, 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 swish. Swishy, 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 swish. Swishy, 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 swish. It swishes like this. Could I have a turn for the tail song now?
No, Tinsy, you don't have a tail.
Spiders don't have tails. I know. But Mousy does.
Yeah.
Mousy has a wiggly tail. Mousy has a wiggly tail. Mousy has a wiggly tail that wiggles like this. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It wiggles like this. Is it my turn now?
Yeah, Tinsy.
I don't have a tail, but I can still join in. Tinsy doesn't have a tail, Tinsy doesn't have a tail, Tinsy doesn't have a tail. So I dance like this. Dancey, 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 dance, dancey, 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 dance, dancey, 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 dance. We dance like this. Let's go for it. Woohoo! Dancey, 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 dance, dancey, 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 dance, dancey, 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 dance. We dance like this. Keep dancing. Waggy, 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 wag, waggy, 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 wag, waggy, 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 wag, we wag like this. Shaky, 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 shake, shaky, 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 shake, shaky, 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 shake like this. Swishy, 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 swish, swishy, 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 swish, swishy, 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 swish, we swish like this. Wiggle, 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 wig, wiggle, 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 wig, wiggle, 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 wig, we wiggle like this. That's it. Now shake your tails if you've got them. Yep. Wacky, shaky, swishy, wig, we dance like this. That was fantabulously fast, even for a speedy spider like me. Well done, Playtimers. I still think that I look good with a tinsy tail, though, and I can just wiggle, 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 wig anyway. I just love waggling. Oh, hi, hello, hey, Playtimers. It's me, Tinsy. Let's find out what's hiding in my wondiferous web today. Come on, wiggle your arms like a spider. What can you see? Share it with me. Oh, look at it see. Is that a splendidly spider straw? Oh, no. That look a bit too big to be a spider straw. I know. That's a terrific tube. Now, whatever can I do with this? Let me have a think-sicle. Aha! I know a spider rhyme that's perfect for terrific tubes. Oh, Playtimers! Hello, Playtimers! Splendidly to see you! Oh, have you all got tubes ready to play in Tinsy's tubey band? One diddly. Join in and get ready to sing ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Tinsy's band, they played some tunes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. And with the tubes they played the drum. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. With a bang bang here and a bang bang there. Here a bang, there a bang, everywhere a bang bang. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Come on, drum along. Splendidly drumming. Join in and let's see what we play next. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. And with the tubes they played the flute. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. With a toot-toot here and a toot-toot there. Here a toot, there a toot, everywhere a toot-toot. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Are you tootin' too? Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. And with the tubes they played guitar. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. With a wah-wah here and a wah-wah there. Here a wah, there a wah, everywhere a wah-wah. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Come on, Tinsy's tubey band, give it some willy. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. And with the tubes they played the trumpet. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. With a pop-pop here and a pop-pop there. Here a pop, there a pop, everywhere a pop-pop. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Terrifical trumpets, Playtimers. Keep playing those tubes. This time, let's play all the instruments. Try to keep up. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. And with the tubes, they played along. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Wah, wah, wah. And a bang, bang, bang. Toot, toot, toot. Everywhere a pop, pop. Tinsy's band, they played some tubes. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Yep. Well done, Tinsy's tubey band. Stand up and take a bow, everybody. Fancy some more fun? Pop over to BBC iPlayer for full episodes of Playtime Towers. Right now. How will you play today?